Close your eyes and answer this question honestly. Do you think you work hard? If the answer is yes, then, well, it doesn't matter really. It's only one part of the equation. Again, I'm not trying to say working hard is useless, but do you honestly think you could rise from mediocrity to success solely by zoning in for your whole life? Well, I don't, because I discovered these 3 key traits which you may not have, and this will be holding you back from entering the top 1%. Number 1. Fear of failure. We all fear of failing to some extent. It's something we can't get rid of, but what we can do is nullify it. When we doubt ourselves, our mind is creating limitations to what we're capable of doing. Without making risky decisions, it's almost impossible to completely transform our life. But to try and tackle it, we need to first understand where it comes from. Just think for a second. Do you truly believe that all your friends and family would leave you if you get fired from a job, lose all your money, and be drowning in debt? Absolutely. Nah, but in all seriousness, you will probably have someone in your life that cares for you no matter what, whether you're going through a lot of stress, trauma, or a personal problem. There will always be that person who is there for you. Having that one person will allow you to take risks and reduce your fear of failure. Having good people around you who care for you no matter what is the key to unlocking your newfound potential in taking risk. A good way to overcome the fear of failure is to simply implement a lot more riskier choices in your life. But let's start off simply. For example, try asking out your crush, and if that's too hard, then at least try messaging her. By trying to do simple things like this, you'll understand risk shouldn't be associated with negative things. Slowly, you would feel more comfortable taking much bigger risks in the future. Here's the thing. Because of all the participation trophies and all the things that we got as we were younger, you believe that staying away from failure is the key to success and happiness. But realize everyone will fail in life, no matter how minuscule or large the situation is. So take the old school lesson of don't focus on winning, rather you should learn to fail. You can use the setbacks as teachings to reach heights that you were never able to think of before. Oh, and one more thing. If you get rejected by your crush, then don't get mad at me. You made that stupid decision of asking her out with your bummy looking self right now. Work on the self-improvement, trust me. The second sign, being impatient. One of the things that everybody hates doing is waiting. Whether it be waiting for your fresh pair of sketches to arrive or it's a grade, which your teacher takes 500 business days to mark, everybody hates waiting. Unfortunately for us, we can all rise to success in a day. Not even a month, not even a year. If you don't see any progress in what you're doing in the early stages, the last thing you should do is think about giving up or finding something else to do. Let's take boxing for example. If someone has the ambition of becoming world champion, they wouldn't try and work out how to instantly grasp that belt. Before even becoming a professional, they would have many amateur fights and dedicate their whole life in the gym every day. Once they become a pro, they would have to still climb up the ranks. First get a national belt, Europeans, and finally the world championship belt. It's quite obvious, but the road to becoming a world championship is long and hard, with many ups and downs, not to mention that only a tiny fraction of all the boxers in the world can hold the prestigious title. This is the same in life. You're delusional if you think you can become extraordinary overnight, which is why instead of being desperate in reaching your goals, you should enjoy the journey to the fullest. Try and set milestones which you can be proud of to keep your mind slightly distracted from the end goal. Doing this is very effective if your goals are almost impossible to reach, as it will keep you motivated. As the wise man Gandhi once said, to lose patience is to lose the war. Number 3, a lack of purpose. You can work as hard as you want, but it won't mean anything if you yourself don't know what it will lead to. For example, what's the point of tiring yourself through 2 football sessions every day because your boys want to do it? Rather than doing something you want, whether it be studying, starting a business, and all the things which you could be doing, which you aren't, to end up flipping burgers 9 to 5 and not going anywhere with your life. The thing I'm trying to say is unnecessary work is equivalent to no work. Now, I'm not saying that you should quit football or quit whatever is making you happy, but you shouldn't spend all your time focusing on something which you don't truly believe will make you successful. And if you don't know what will make you successful in the future, clearly, then any of the hard work you're putting in now is no more than a waste of time. This may sound harsh, but it's the honest truth. If you're someone like the older me who couldn't pinpoint on one goal, spread themselves thin, it's going to be very hard for you. But luckily, you're not alone. There are many people who are just like you and me in the past that stress over having no purpose in life. So you shouldn't worry too much, I'd say. Just live as life goes on. Listen, if that's what you wanted to hear, then you may as well go back to living in mediocrity, like the rest of them. You need to understand what you want in life sooner than later. So instead of wasting your time jacking off, start thinking about what you really want in life, whether it be money, whether it be fame, whether it be a happy family. Blueprint yourself a journey that would take you from point A, where you are right now, to point B, where you want to be. You know what? From today, I'm going to focus on becoming a football player. Lad, you can't be any more dense, can you? Before choosing your life goal, you need to research as much as you can about it and compare it with your other options, as many of you have talents which are unrecognized. There are so many paths you can take, so you should never blindly follow a random one, and definitely not because your boys said so. That's like blind leading the blind, as usually most people don't actually have a full understanding of what it takes to achieve the goal that they need and how it will be once you achieve it. Never blindly follow one person. Do your own research, open your own eyes, do things for yourself, and please don't fall into the trap of constantly switching pathways. I used to do that a lot because I used to think, this isn't for me, or something else would be more enjoyable for me. As soon you'll be forced to live a life of the average, which I was nearly about to do, a life with no real purpose. Well, in that case, I changed my mind. I want to be a businessman. I guess some people will never learn. Now let me ask you this. Close your eyes again and answer this question. At this rate, do you think you'll become successful? Let me know your answers down in the comments, and before you leave, please hit that subscribe button while you're at it.